What's going on, everybody? Nash here, going to give you a little bit of a beginner's guide. So some of the things that I found to be important in this game, and I just want to kind of go over them a little bit and show you a little bit about what I've learned. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go into basic settings. You need to look at your aim assist. Aim assist is extremely important in this game just because you're going to be doing a lot of hip fire. And when you're doing a lot of hip fire, you want to make sure that it's accurate. Some people look at it and say it's cheap, cheesy, easy. It's whatever wins. That's what matters. Gyroscope, I don't really use gyroscope too much. The handgun, shotgun, all of that stuff is just press to fire. Assault rifle, everything's press to fire. I don't have any press and hold. Eventually I want to do a sniper. The auto open box I have off. I could probably turn that on. One click, insurance prompt, all of these things are going to be based off of when you play a little bit, if you want to test them out or not. All the other settings as well. The graphics, I have my graphics set at ultra smooth, low, and extreme. The FPS is what I want. More frame rates means that I can react better, I can see better, I can shoot faster. It's just reaction time. So you'll see my brightness is at 30. I'll just leave it there. You can adjust yours however you want. So crosshairs, you can actually, something cool about this game is you can go through each individual weapon and change your crosshairs how you want them. So I like this design. I like it to be usually yellow. So changing it to yellow really will help me see a little bit better. And I haven't messed with this setting too much, but I am going through and changing it now since I basically use an assault rifle. So you can change all sorts of different things in the cross rifle or in the crosshairs. Same thing with your scopes. You can go through and change the same settings in your scopes to kind of fit something that you like. I'm going to go with this crosshair for the red dot. The holographic, I like the basic sight. And the 2x, a lot of people don't like 2x, especially in games like PUBG, but I love them. So now we're going to go into auto pickup. Auto pickup is extremely important in this game. Extremely important. So make sure that your overall is on. If you want to pick up handguns or not, change it on. I don't like picking up handguns at all. I find them useless, unless they're a blue or higher tier. So auto equip a scope I have on just because I can go through and change that around. Hopefully they give us a quick change to a scope later. Replacing by CE is if it's higher grade, it will replace it. Same thing with weapons in the backpack. So here is the important part. This is where you're reserving cells inside of your backpack for certain materials. So you go through and you reserve cells for equipment, consumables, different materials. Equipment pickup level is huge. You definitely want it to auto pick up great equipment levels. So I put mine at 3 or higher. And I just put that on for everything just because I want a higher equipment level. And if it's lower, I want to be able to look at it and decide if I want to pick it up or not. So cells for grenades, materials, bullets, I just left that at default just because it doesn't matter. I'm not going to sit here and penny pinch on my cells. You can go through there and do that. It's not a big importance to me. It's not something that I really care about too much, but definitely the minimum material level is what you want to look at, especially when you're starting out. I do a lot of naked runs, so I don't really care to pick up level 1, level 2, and just have an abundance of that to run into a place. I would rather just sell it off and get rid of it. So you can go through and you can look at the standing ammo and what you want to actually hold on to. I just left it at its default of 100 a piece. You shouldn't need more than 100 rounds a piece at any one given point in time. Just because if you're fighting or if you're doing naked runs and you just want to run through, you want to go through quick. So I dismiss the pickup list when I'm shooting just because I want to shoot. I don't want it to auto pick up and throw me off of my aim when I'm sitting here and I'm trying to kill somebody. That's the last thing you want to do, is have a distraction while you're trying to fight. So let's look at the layout. So I'm going to give you a kind of a look at my layout. I have my jump, crouch, prone positions on the far right. It gives me room to move around on the right hand side. I have my button big, so I actually use just one hand claw. So well, 3-finger claw if you go off of the standardized terms. But I like my backpack to be kind of low just because when you open up any of the inventories, it can be covered. So sensitivity, I don't really mess with my sensitivity too much just because I don't need it right now. I haven't delved that far into the game to really dial in all of my stuff, but eventually I will have a sensitivity guide. So now we're going to go into the trade menus, and just to kind of show you the different tiers of equipment. So these are the things that you really want to hold on to or that you want to sell at an auction. And you can see how high these things can go. And some of them have one extra, attribute to them. Just the higher tier you go, the better they are. And the more you want to kind of hold on to them, the more you want to, either keep them or sell them at an auction. They're just better. And so that's what you really want to look for when you're out and about or when you kill somebody, is to see if they have these things, because these things is what's going to net you the most amount of money, and it's going to protect you. So just to kind of go through armors and helmets sell really well, way better than weapons, but you have the same thing for weapons. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and get into a game and have some fun. All right, let's go. G.I. Joe, all American here. You want to try to look around as much as possible, just for the simple fact that you may or may not see somebody, and you definitely want to know where people are. Another hollow side. Definitely take a backpack. Now our first order of business is to get a gun. That's what we want more than anything. And we've got a guy on us. Please be a gun in here. Yes.
Few moments later.
And that's what we were kind of hoping for. All right, so to give you an idea of some of the stuff. So what we want to do is, you see how if we want to pick up this gun, like it tells us that we're full. So when we do that, just want to automatically open up our backpack, select this weapon, unequip it, and pick this one back up. That's what we want to do. Because the problem is, it doesn't allow for you to switch weapons the way that you would in something like PUBG. So what it does is it kind of hinders you. So we can throw this back, we can pick this back up. Again, if you click pickup, nothing happens because everything's full. But if you click on it and you equip it, it gives you everything. So we don't need multiples of those. We don't need that. We definitely don't need that. And we don't need this. So we're going to go through. We're going to look. There's really nothing that we need. We can go ahead and pick that up. Pick that up. And I like doing it this way. That way I don't have to pick up materials separately. But you can see how much of a pain it is when you're trying to pick things up. What I'm doing here is I'm checking out the map, and I want to look at the escape. I want to see how everything's going. I want to know where people are going to possibly be, and I want to set up my ambush there to catch people off guard. That is literally the entire point of this. Whoa, shit. There we go. Got ourselves a kill there. And I see nothing else that we want. So we're going to get out of here. Shit, we got another guy coming. I know that guy didn't die, but we need to get out. All right, there we go. I don't think it was a good haul, but we'll see. 13,000, that's not too bad for a naked run. All right, so as we load back in here, we're going to see the warehouse. So we're going to go into warehouse. We're going to look at some of our equipment. You notice that I have some armors. There's really no point in keeping armor unless it is blue tier or higher, regardless of the level. Just in case, you know, if you want to keep a level 3 just to run so you're not doing naked runs, that's fine. I like to just do naked runs. I don't want to bog down my inventory. I don't want to have to swap that out once I find something better. But it's all what you want to do. As you'll see, I'm going through, I'm just getting rid of stuff. I'm making sure that if it's blue tier or higher, I'm keeping it. If it's lower and not blue or higher, then I'm just selling it. Same thing with ammo. If it's level 2 ammo or above, for right now, I'm keeping it. Yes, level 3 is better, but I'm not at the rank where I can get all of that. So until I find level 3, that's what I'll do, is I'll just keep level 2, because level 2 makes a huge difference compared to level 1 ammo. And the same thing with your armor. You know, you find a base stat level 3 armor, it's not going to be better than a level 2 armor that is blue or above. So that's what we're looking at. You notice that I have all level 2 ammo or above, and my inventory is full. So I'm going to go through. I'm going to get rid of some stuff that I really don't need that kind of made its way into my warehouse sneakily. And I will go ahead and just get rid of the crap that I don't need. So all of this basic stuff that really doesn't help, I'm going to go through and I'm going to delete it and get rid of it. And that way I can make a little bit of cash back and have my inventory full. So that'll do it for the video, guys. I really appreciate you watching the video. If you do enjoy the video and you found something enjoyable or you gained some knowledge, please give it a like, subscribe, flick the ding dong so you get notifications. Again, I really appreciate you watching the video, and tune in for the next one.